Hello, welcome to Figure Skating Mass. The World Championships is just around the corner and the women's event is more open than usual. For the last 3 years, we have had a clear favourite in Japan's Kotei Sakamoto, who has been able to live up to expectations. However, this year, I would say we don't really have a clear favourite. We have many great contenders for the gold, and in this video, I will present to you my predictions for the top 6 women. Please write your predictions in the comments down below, and without any further ado, let's begin. In first place, I am predicting USA's Amber Glenn. Amber has had an unprecedented season. She is undefeated with gold from both Grand Prix assignments as well as Grand Prix final and of course US Nationals. She has continuously landed her triple axel both in the short and free programs. She has also been very stable at a high level this season with a personal best of 215.54 and a mean from the last 3 international competitions of 212.68. Additionally, she will be competing in front of her home crowd, where she usually does her best. Home skaters usually also score slightly better because of the support they get from the public. They create this magic atmosphere in the arena that just enhances the skater's performance. However, there is of course some worrying elements, mainly her mental health. Amber has struggled with that during all of her career, which has resulted in her not being able to have back-to-back clean skates. We can see that as she only finished in 10th and 12th place at the previous World Championships, despite her great capabilities. And even though it truly seems like she has gotten her mental health in order this season, I am worried that the death of so many from the American skating community at the plane crash about 1.5 months ago will obviously have had a negative effect on her mental health, and I think it can especially affect her since they will compete in Boston, where they also will commemorate the deceased skaters. So there is a risk that her mind will be focusing on that instead of the competition, which is very understandable if that happens. But it might as well have the opposite effect. She could rise to the occasion and bring extra moving performances because of that. Also, remember that she is the only girl here that has a stable triple axel. So that is something that always gave her an extra edge, and I just generally believe that she is a suiting winner for this season. Moving down to the silver medal, I predict Kotei Sakamoto, who has won the gold for the last 3 World Championships. She does have the best seasonal best by far for the women here with 231.88, and she also have a quite good mean of 214.97. However, she has been a bit up and down this season. Some competitions she has been absolutely brilliant in, while others she has faltered a bit. She did win all of her Grand Prix assignments, but she only placed 3rd in the Grand Prix final. Still, I do think she will have marvelous outings here at World Championships, but probably just one little mistake that will make her drop down to 2nd position instead of being at the top of the podium. Then for the bronze medal, I am predicting Mone Chiba, also from Japan. Mone had a wonderful start of the season where she won silver at both of her Grand Prix assignments as well as in the Grand Prix final. She has that season's best of 212.54 and a slightly low mean of 202.59. This is because she only came in 6th place at 4th Continents a couple of weeks ago, where she definitely was one of the favorites to win the title. She won the competition last year and came in 3rd place the year before that. However, she had several falls in the free skate, which is very uncharacteristic of her for this season. However, there were some rumors that she was sick that day, so that might be an explanation. And if that is the case, and she has been able to recuperate herself, I think she will be filled with a lust for revenge and she will fight to take a medal here, and I think that will bring her to a bronze. Then in 4th place, just outside of the podium, I am placing Cheon Kim. It feels so wrong to not have Cheon on the podium because I do believe she will be on the podium. At the same time, I also think that the skaters I just mentioned will be on the podium, and there can only be 3 medalists. So someone had to be in 4th place, and I finally decided on Cheon. She has had almost the opposite season as Monet. She had a decent Grand Prix season, came 4th and 3rd at her assignments, and didn't qualify for the final. Then a couple of weeks ago, she won the gold at 4 Continents before her home crowd with a season best of 222.38, which is the 2nd best season best of this group. She has been incredibly stable this season. She almost always scores above 200, and her mean for the last 3 international competitions is as high as 216.76, which actually is the highest mean of the girls that will compete at Worlds. So with these statistics in mind, it is absolutely ridiculous that I only have her in 4th place. But my reasoning is that she looked exhausted after the win at 4 Continents. She had competed just 1 week before that at Asian Winter Games, and I have a feeling that she might have peaked at that competitions. It was before her home crowd. It must have been very emotional, and also to have 2 important competitions back to back can be very tiring. And I think instead of riding on that success wave, she might just slightly falter a little bit and thus be just outside of the podium. Moving down to 5th place, here I am putting Japan's Wakaba Higuchi. Wakaba is officially back at the top level this season. In the Grand Prix season, she won gold and silver at her assignments, qualified for the Grand Prix final, where she finished in a nice 4th place. However, she was surprisingly only 5th at 4 Continents, and she also have slightly lower scores compared to the others I've just mentioned. Her seasonal best are 206.18 and her mean is 199.06, so under 200. And even though she definitely is a medal candidate for sure, due to the lower scoring and the judges who have a tendency of underscoring her PCS, I think she will finish up in the 5th place. Then for the 6th place, I am predicting America's Alyssa Liu. Alyssa is back this year after taking a break after the Olympic season, where she did win a bronze at that year's Worlds 2022. This season she has finished 4th and 6th at the Grand Prix assignments and had a great 4th place at 4 Continents. She has a seasonal best of 198.55 and her mean is 195.67. So she has not yet been able to break that 200 barrier, but I believe that will happen here at Worlds with the support of the American crowd. She is incredibly loved by the fans and she has looked better and better, in my opinion, performing the programs, and I think the judges are ready to really go with her for that second mark and give her high PCS scores, and that will bring her to a 6th place. Before we finish, I would like to give some honorable mentions to keep an extra eye on that definitely could place top 6. First of all, we have yet another American skater, that is Isabella Vito. She is last year's silver medalist, and the year before that she came 4th at the Worlds. However, she has only competed at one Grand Prix event this season where she won a bronze. Then she has been forced to take a break due to injury. She recently come back though, and she had a nice skate but didn't do any triple combination, and that is required to take a medal. She has a seasonal best of 198.13 and a mean of 193.87. And I think the biggest question is, will she be able to do this triple combination? Because if she does that and skates clean and she is fully healed, she is definitely a medal candidate with the support from her home crowd. She's also very, very artistic and always get high PCS scores, but she, I think, is the biggest question mark for this event, so really big wild card for her. Keep an eye on Isabeau. Another skate I would like to mention is Nina Petrokina from Estonia. She is the newly crowned European champion, where she had a personal best of 208.18. She has just skated better and better for each competition this season. She only placed 10th and 7th at the Grand Prix competitions, but she just came back from injury and hadn't regained all of her jumps yet. Thus, her mean is dragged down to 193.65, but I don't think that reflects her level where she currently is at. She has regained the triple combination, she is skating clean, and she is riding on this success wave. I doubt she will create that magic that she had at the Europeans that was before her home crowd, but I think she definitely is someone that could place in the top 6. Finally, I would like to mention yet another Nina, that is Nina Pinzarone from Belgium, who is known for being incredibly stable. Her season best is 193.61 and her mean is 192.97. She has yet to score about 200 though, which is usually needed to take a medal at Worlds. But due to her stability, I think she will have really nice outings at Worlds, and that could even bring her to a top 6 finish. That was everything for today. As I mentioned, please write in the comments down below your predictions. I would love to know, and until you see me next time, where we will talk about the actual results of Worlds, take care of yourself and the people around you. Bye!